Hello YouTube, I'm back again from where we first left. Um, we have Venice under siege, and this army is soon going to rendezvous with the army laying siege, and we're going to take Venice in a swift
How may I
stroke.
serve, Sultan?
Whereas I'm sending this
The
other
infidels' army
to
will
Milan.
not survive.
I will of course reinforce this force with some contingents from here.
Sultan.
So my goal is to keep on reinforcing the front with cavalry intensive forces. Why cavalry? Because cavalry can travel longer distance, and from Zagreb we can send infantry for obvious reasons, because the distance is less. Cavalry under training here, and yes,
Orders,
in the next
Sultan.
turn we will begin our invasion of Sicily,
Orders, mighty Sultan.
or perhaps a turn after that.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Heraklion sire more troops. In fact, I think it would be better for me to hire infantry as well, because we do need infantry. And what about this force here? Cavalry intensive again.
Orders.
I'm sending some archers to join them.
Galah. We rest here until dawn. Sultan. Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders. We move, Sultan. Forming up together, Sultan.
Constantinople and Nicaea are quite adequately garrisoned.
Na'am. Orders. Orders.
Let me see if I can
We
take
shall
out
end
this
this day in
rebel
triumph.
force here.
Inshallah, most of us will see the sun set again.
What kind of war, but endless war still breed. That's very wise, because in most cases, when there was a war and the results would not be decisive, you have to commit to another war. Cavalry, so I should have brought some cavalry with me.
Our men are under attack. We need
Let me
to
just
act.
take out this unit here. I can very easily.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, but I've lost my halberd militia here. Not to worry though, we can still get out of this thing.
Our general lies dead. Pray our warriors' hearts fill with thirst for vengeance and not despair.
Okay, so it was a poor choice of troop composition. This rebel force is going to win, I guess. Let's just form a line again. Stand and
Our
fight.
men are under attack. We must act now.
Okay. This one is gone. Let's just make a line like this immediately.
Our men have fought much and are becoming tired.
It's not
The
a problem.
enemy flees before us
And
like
grab 'em.
great
Okay,
victories
so
are like sweet
The
nuts.
troop composition was a problem. They had more mobile troops, which was a problem at first, but we did manage to defeat them
Sultan.
purely with the
honorable
force of
victory.
numbers.
Orders.
Talk is cheap. Come face me.
What is the
Okay.
Name the field.
rest assured?
Excellent. Let's see what they have.
We
in
would
store.
see you dead,
Archers,
hidden.
mostly. So if I send a contingent of Arab cavalry here, they would surely wither. Wait, we are training more troops here.
Sultan,
There's a sizable
My
Mongol
master
force
will reward me
that
for your
may
death.
try to attack
All that is left
Budapest,
for us is to fight.
but we have garrisoned Budapest to the
Orders.
fullest. So I don't really have any problems there. But
Sultan,
I think it would be wise for me to take out
How may
my
I
missile
serve,
cavalry
Sultan?
from here and send them
we march.
to the east.
Continuing
And
tomorrow,
in
mighty
Iasi, I can
Sultan.
train troops that would be better for defending a castle.
Na'am.
Nafatoons.
Order, we move, Sultan. We rest here until dawn.
I mean, we don't have any Mongol threat immediately in our
Come.
vicinity.
Let us stain the sea red.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Na'am, great. Order. Na'am.
There will be no words.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
I get it.
Nuh-uh. How would I go there,
The
Sultan?
Timurids are probably attacking the
Nuh-uh.
city right now. Vienna and Bologna, two imperial cities garrisoned fairly decently.
Nuh-uh, my Sultan.
What is it
If
you
you
would
can drive
propose, noble one? Not quite. Until next time.
Zaida, mighty Sultan.
Enter. Engage in battle.
The infidel surrenders the sea.
So our two-front invasion has begun. We have begun starting our attack on northern Italy, and now we are going to attack through Sicily, and also send a force to take Sardinia in the meanwhile, while we work our way up north in the Italian peninsula. There is this was one major Papal States army in the region that we need to take care of, but won't be of much. It won't threaten us a bit. I mean, not as much as they could have the last time I was in the gates of inside Venice. Denmark is not a concern for us, neither are the French, because I'm not going to be directly bordering their realms. I mean, there is a border between Genoa and the French territories, but it's across these alpine mountain ranges, so even if they do come and attack, it will be very obvious to me, and I may be able to make, at least I should be able to make, ample preparations in the meantime. This is a joke, right? Such a small force won't be able to do much damage in the field, and you're simply compromising your defenses. The Mongols are retreating. The Mongols are retreating.
Your will.
See.
What is it you would talk to us about, Signor? Did you intend to...
Okay.
Let us pray this does not happen again.
Okay.
How may I
Let's
serve,
send
Sultan? We march,
our
Sultan,
cavalry forces forward.
as you will. The sun sets on today's journey. Orders, Galah.
We have to maintain a steady supply, of course, because otherwise we inevitably will lose troops in the campaign, and we won't be able to make up for those losses.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Let's take out this
Attacking
Sicilian
the
navy
infidel
here.
fleet. Victory, Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan.
Moving the men ashore.
Disembarking here.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Inshallah, our winds. Na'am, great Sultan.
Okay.
Course set.
We can disembark
Inshallah,
in Italy.
the winds
with
shall
this
return tomorrow.
second
Orders,
fleet.
mighty Sultan.
And what about this one? I assume I should take it up
Yes,
north.
Sultan.
Na'am. As you will. Orders. We move, Sultan.
And from here we train more infantry troops and bring about the destruction of their castles with our siege weapons, like these bombards. Blitzkrieg tactics at its best.
Sultan. As you will.
Let me send
How may I
missile
serve,
cavalry
Sultan?
here.
Orders. Sultan. Orders. Naam. Sultan. Orders. Sultan.
Ballistas,
Naam.
archers,
Sultan. Orders. Naam.
cavalry here.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Let me just make this army
Orders.
purely infantry based.
How may I serve, Sultan?
That way, if
Orders.
we lose troops,
How
it
may I
won't be
serve, Sultan? Orders.
you
How
know,
may I serve, Sultan?
a more valuable
Sultan.
loss than it would have been otherwise.
How may I serve, Sultan?
This is a purely
Split, merging our armies.
okay. We can now
Na'am.
attack Venice.
How may I serve, Sultan? The
Automatically
infidels'
resolve
army
it,
will
minor
not
losses.
survive. All
And
praises
we
due
will
to Allah
exterminate
for
the
granting this
population
victory.
here.
Sultan. Inshallah, the infidels' army will not
Face
survive.
this force in the field.
Show no fear to the infidel.
I want to see what kind of troops the Papal States army is able to produce right now. Can they send forward their Swiss Guard, which have been a problem for us lately? Mostly archers themselves. Should not take a while. Should only take a while, not too much. And just shower them with arrows, standard Mamluk tactics. The utter devastation is very obvious. I don't think they've even fired a single bolt right now.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have
Excellent.
lost half their men.
So these are Swiss Guard, yes. So they do have quality troops, not enough quantity though. Just imagine being one of these men here. You know you can't
Rejoice.
do anything.
The infidel general lies dead.
You're being
Now
showered
his
by
men fear
hundreds
us.
of arrows at a time.
Our enemy flees before us like a herd
Perfect.
of goats. Drive them from the battle.
Now these two units do not really matter to us in this battle
Great
particularly.
victories are like
But
sweet
they
nectar.
would have made
Come.
a huge impact if they were part of a bigger army. And this is precisely what I don't want at the moment. I don't want
All
them
praises
to
orders.
reorganize and attack.
We shall end this day in triumph, besieging the enemy. Mighty
Perfect.
Sultan, do we wait them out?
I live to obey, Sultan.
My eyes.
Okay.
The
Not
infidel
a
will
good
not
decision.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan.
Okay, so can we...
Until death!
No, we can't.
Like the weary camel, Naam, great Sultan. Attacking the
Take,
infidel fleet!
For victory.
The
Excellent.
infidel surrenders the sea! Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan. Joining the fleet, Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan.
Na'am.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Excellent. So we've taken Venice, and now we can spare some forces to Milan.
Orders.
Sending these
Sultan.
siege
We march.
weapons with these
Joining the
cavalry
ranks.
contingents.
Na'am.
The cavalry can, in the meantime,
Sultan.
we can attack a very vast area. We don't really need to do anything about this army for now. I mean, if they try to cross the bridge, perhaps then we might.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Cavalry archers placed
Yalla.
here.
Orders. Na'am. Sultan.
And the rest of our
Orders.
forces,
Sultan.
a smaller force, to go and take.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Bologna.
Inshallah, we will smite.
We can
this
obviously
foe,
retreat
Sultan.
because cavalry
Yes,
is more
Sultan.
mobile.
Besieging the Na'am. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
Let me also send a couple of archer troops.
Na'am. Sultan, remove Sultan.
Maybe
Merging
to
our
take Milan.
armies. Na'am.
What else? Not much. Enter. Excellent.
Joining the ranks.
We can also redirect most of this cavalry-based army from Budapest to our frontier in Italy. This is not the time for us to wait and plan our moves slowly and steadily, but rather to exert the maximum potential of our economy, hire the best soldiers that we can, and throw them at the enemy, and just go for the win. Denmark. With the Papal States. Papal States is trying to spy on the Imperial garrison in Bologna. The Imperial forces in the Holy Roman Empire, they're not technically Roman, just the name so. But they were a faction worthy of the
We shall end this day in
reputation,
triumph.
at least in terms of military strength and whatnot. Until, of course, they were eventually defeated. So we've been caught in between two armies. I guess there is only
Our
one thing
foe
we can
brings
do.
more men to the battle.
Let's go and eliminate this contingent here, the one that raided us. We just surround them.
Only half the enemy force of brave men have killed. Our foe fights with horns made of clay.
Perfect.
We are winning the battle.
Now we prepare ourselves to face the enemy head on once again. They're bringing siege equipment here. Not a very wise decision. Siege equipment coming in ahead of the main army. Attack! Just imagine having this come your way. They don't stand a chance. You have the general's bodyguard here.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our
I
foe will
guess we
surely
ought to
see this and
disengage,
lose heart.
draw the enemy into these lower plains. And as soon as we do that, wheel around and charge again. Yes. I guess we can send
Victory is well within our
a
grasp.
smaller
In time, our foe will
contingent back
surely
there.
see this and lose heart.
Excellent.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray that our men have slain the infidel general.
Now we charge
The
at
serpent's
this
head has been cut off.
spear
The
unit.
tail is sure to wither. Victory is well within our
Yes,
grasp.
we're
All
pretty
praise
much
to
won.
Allah. You have left our enemy lost. Victory is ours. A victory both righteous and well deserved.
We
It
did
cannot be
lose
said
around
otherwise.
40% of our troops, but we took out one of their general bodyguard units, and now we can.
Sultan,
So
a most
they did
honorable
accept the
victory.
ransom. Now we can take over the city.
All praise is due to Allah for
Exterminate.
granting this victory. Mighty Sultan, you are this land's master now.
Of course. So the Mongols have brought a major army here. We need some reinforcements.
Orders. How may I... Yala!
Well, that's the best we can do.
Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders. Yala! Na'am.
We can send this cavalry contingent
As you will.
to Italy as well.
Continuing to
Whereas
orders.
this one
We
stays
move,
here.
Sultan. Na'am. Sultan.
Now comes
Orders.
the time for us
Orders.
to reinforce Venice
Yala.
and other
Yes,
holdings
na'am.
in the Italian
Forming
peninsula.
up together, Sultan. Yala. Continuing to... How may I serve, Sultan? As
A
you will.
steady supply of
Na'am.
reinforcements
Order.
is
Demand.
going to ensure that
Joining the ranks.
our frontier never
How
runs
may I
dry,
serve, Sultan?
that
Na'am.
we have enough troops to smash whatever the enemy has to send our way, as it ought to be. Excellent. PC.
Na'am, great Sultan.
Here we
Inshallah.
can.
How may I serve?
Orders, mighty
Here
Sultan.
we
Na'am.
can
What? How
garrison
may I serve,
troops,
Sultan?
our navy.
Yes, Sultan. Boarding.
Course set. We must anchor until morning.
Let's
Sultan.
withdraw our forces
How may I serve,
from
Sultan?
Heraklion as
How
well.
may I serve? We march.
The Cretan army is going to
Na'am, great
attack
Sultan.
soon enough. Can we navigate past here?
Ashore. Yalla. Na'am. We shall end this day.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Moving the men ashore. Orders. The infidels
Now, let's
army
take out the
will not
Sicilian force.
survive.
In southern Italy, whereas we send our invasion force in Sicily to take care of their castle.
Unit.
So we've got 3 spear units. I think we're going to best them in arrow fire, but it is their general's bodyguard that can cause the most damage to our archer troops. They're bringing in their own archers first. Muslim archers. The Sicilians did have a mixture of all sorts of ethnicities and nationalities. Let's go and send our cavalry, missile cavalry forces forward.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
Archers, Mamluk.
Are you fighting the ballista at us? Maybe we can get some hits on the ballista. This is the first field battle we are having with the Sicilians. They attacked us through a very meager naval invasion. I don't know what the AI thinks in these games, or if it even thinks at all. I mean, yes, the city of Ragusa was very weakly defended, but that is not to say that I would not have dedicated more troops to its defense once it got attacked. Let's go and take out this general's bodyguard. Platoons forward and attack those other units.
Our men are under attack. Our foe fight. Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Sending in volley after volley of arrow fire. Pretty much hopeless for them at this point. think they're retreating. So. I don't know what this flag means. Does anyone else? Do you let me know what this flag means? What does it signify? I have no idea. For the Muslims, this crescent is technically a holy symbol of sorts. It doesn't really make any theological sense, considering that Muslims don't really have a symbol per se, but throughout history, that's what has been used as a symbol to represent anything associated with Islam. General retreat. Probably been killed now. And we can speed it up a bit. We can send our general.
Our men are under
forward.
attack. We need to act.
Forward.
All praise to Allah. You have left our enemy lost. They run like children.
Forward.
Scour them from the field.
Forward. The utter destruction of the Sicilian field army here has been, for them, very grim, and for me, very satisfying. Kind of feels nice to have revenge. This one unit is running and probably evading all sorts of arrow fire. We send these cavalry contingent here and take it
Great victories are like sweet nectar.
Excellent.
Come.
out. Minor losses, great victory. We were either unable to or did not want to ransom their own
Sultan, a most
troops.
honorable victory. Naam. We shall end this day
Moving
in
to Palermo.
triumph. Continuing
take
tomorrow, mighty
City without
Orders,
much
mighty
resistance.
Sultan. Inshallah, orders, mighty Sultan.
We need
Yes,
to keep
Sultan.
the navy together.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Orders, mighty Sultan.
Probably form a
Joining the
larger
fleet, Sultan.
single fleet.
Orders, mighty Sultan. Naam, great Sultan. Joining the fleet, Sultan.
Excellent. Florence does not seem too keen to have our troops in there. Let's see if we can retrain some of our units and improve public order a bit.
We would see you dead, heathen.
The garrison in Florence can also
Allah, we
take
will
out this
smile.
Talk is cheap.
low spear
Come
unit.
face me.
Sultan. Naam.
Let me
How
send
may I
these
serve,
troops here.
Sultan? The infidels' army will
Automatically
not
resolve.
survive. Sultan, a most honorable victory. Orders.
Retraining troops.
How may I serve, Sultan? Naam. How may I serve,
Join the
Sultan?
force laying siege to
Sultan.
Milan.
Inshallah,
Go and lay
we will
siege to
smite this
Genoa.
foe, Sultan. Besieging the
They can
enemy.
try
If you said
and
you
wheel
do not
around
attack
trying to
me
take Florence,
out of fear.
but if they do that,
How may I serve? Orders.
I will send a relief force from two directions to take them out. So strategically, we are quite well placed.
Sultan. We shall end this day
I
in
think we
triumph.
Okay, we were defeated. What the hell?
Yes.
The infidels' plan has worked. We are beaten.
That
if you insist,
was
Sultan,
not
breaking the
as
sea.
I had
Naam.
planned. No, it was
Sultan.
not in the least as
Naam.
I had planned.
Orders. Naam.
Should have handled it myself.
Sultan.
Was a mistake to
Orders.
let fate decide what happened.
Naam.
Sending my
Sultan.
cavalry contingent
March.
to
Joining
reinforce
the
this
ranks.
army
Sultan.
so that this unit cannot take advantage of our
Naam. Sultan.
poor numbers right now.
We rest here until dawn.
Bringing in more infantry.
Naam. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
Budapest.
Na'am. How may I serve, Sultan? Na'am.
See, Palermo will be ours in just a couple of turns. The second one, of course,
Sultan.
the one is about to come.
How may I
Then we
serve,
march
Sultan?
on this city, Naples. From Naples, we take Rome. And then we'll have pretty much all of the Italian peninsula in our command, except for Bologna. We don't have any qualms with the Holy Roman Empire for now, but perhaps soon enough. Let's see what do we have to do. 39 regions we control. We need 6 more to win in 57 turns. So I guess if we take Italy, that would be the end of the game. And of course the Sardinian Islands. How many of them are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we don't have to attack Sardinia. We only have to take the Italian peninsula, and that is it. So we will have to take Bologna, but only after we've swept over the rest of Italy. See what else we can do here. No recruitables. We need something. Okay. Florence. I think we ought to do this first.
Sultan.
We're pretty much near the end here.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Bring
Now
these
remove
cannon
Sultan.
troops here. And enter.
Ashur, Yalla! Splitting our forces.
The Holy Roman Empire will be a target soon enough. The Sicilians are trying to garrison their cities, I assume. They probably will. I mean, at least they should. Whereas I have reached very close to victory. A final showdown in the Italian peninsula and the game is over. The Papal States at this point, their situation is desperate. Could they have afforded to attack us? They would have. But they are not attacking us, which is very obvious why it's not so. Okay, so this Mongolian army is now laying siege to Ayasi.
A terrible sight. The enemy surrounds our walls, Sultan.
No problem at all.
How may I serve, Sultan? As you will.
Send a strong
Na'am,
navy
great Sultan.
here.
Until death! Inshallah, the winds shall return tomorrow.
What can we send forward?
Orders. How may I serve, Sultan?
Let the
The sun
Mongols
sets
come.
on today's
When they
journey.
do, we
Sultan.
face them
We march.
with the ferocity that our
Continuing
empire
tomorrow,
can afford.
mighty Sultan. Na'am. Yalla.
When it's
How
reinforced,
may I serve, Sultan? The
Second
infidels' army will not
going to attack
survive.
Milan,
Na'am. As you will.
sending cavalry reinforcements for this army.
How may I serve, Sultan? Yalla. Na'am. As you will.
Excellent. We're
The
pouring
sun
in
sets on today's journey.
thousands of troops,
How may I
thousands of
we
troops
march?
on this
Merging
Italian
our armies.
frontier. And
Sultan.
despite a minor setback at the walls of Milan, which should not have happened. I mean, we could have
Orders.
realistically taken
Orders,
settlement
mighty
very easily.
Attacking the infidel fleet!
Probably their
Na'am.
AI best in mind.
Boarding the trans.
Horse said.
Orders. Yes, Sultan. Boarding. Sultan.
Send the archers
Na'am.
first.
How may I serve, Sultan? Separating the men, mighty.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Na'am.
Now
Sultan. On to the ships. Orders.
Excellent.
Sultan. Orders. Na'am.
Na'am, great Sultan.
I think we can take out
How may
This
I
one
serve,
troop here.
Sultan?
okay, they cannot be taken out while they're at sea.
Salam. Ordering Sultan. How we move? Orders. Na'am.
Orders,
And now we
mighty
bring
Sultan.
this army via the sea here. No, not here. Here, next to Bologna.
Yes, Sultan. We must anchor until morning.
Excellent.
Orders, mighty
Now
Sultan.
comes
Yes,
the time
Sultan.
where we
Closing. To
reclaim
engage.
the
The
Mediterranean.
sea is yours, great Sultan. Until death. The infidel surrenders the sea. Yes, Sultan. Na'am, great Sultan. Inshallah, our winds shall be fair. Yes,
Excellent.
Sultan.
Papal States Navy at war.
Attacking the infidel fleet. The infidel surrenders the sea.
Sultan.
We do not have any artillery with us,
Na'am.
so we'll probably have to
Inshallah. We
Regroup
will
here.
smite this foe, Sultan.
Florence. Training some more troops. And now
How
we
may I
attack
serve,
Palermo.
Sultan? We shall
Direct
end
assault.
this day
The odds
in
are very much in our
triumph.
favor. Clear
Yes,
victory.
Sultan. Besieging this place. Long live the warriors
Okay, so
of
the
Islam.
people are okay, so we can just
Allah, the
occupy.
most merciful, has delivered us. Victory.
Let's repair whatever we have damaged first. Retrain our troops. We can also train a navy here. So Palermo is now strongly in our grasp. Large stone walls, okay.
Na'am.
This is an imperial city up there, but I guess we will be attacking the imperial
The
faction
infidel Sultan.
sooner or later.
We shall end this day in triumph.
Let's give them a warning
Continue.
first.
Yes, my master?
How may I serve, Sultan? Merging our army.
What does the Sultan will? Na'am, Sultan. I shall inform them of your will.
Okay, we can recruit more troops near Budapest.
Orders.
Redirect this
As you
force
will.
up north as well against
We
Vienna.
rest here until dawn. How may I serve, Sultan?
I don't think they are in a position to resist us for longer. Across the Alps they have a couple of cities there. But if we decide to sweep over them, they won't be able to do much. The only thing I'm worrying about is this city. If I suffer a setback here, we'll be one step away from victory. Do we have any sizable threat near Constantinople? No, we can then let
Na'am.
go of these troops.
Sultan. Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Na'am. Sultan.
But these troops are going to make a
Orders.
difference. And same goes
How
for
may I
Nicaea.
serve, Sultan? Na'am. How may I serve, Sultan? Na'am.
Here we can construct something to make the people happy. Perhaps next turn. We are running a current account deficit right now. Okay. Here.
Sultan.
Check out these cavalry archers.
Na'am.
Really needed a lot of family members. I think we can send some of these family members to the front. Those would be okay. I mean, we don't really have any threat out in the sea, do we? Let's see, the Turks are gone.
Sultan. Na'am.
Okay,
Orders.
we can take out
Na'am.
these troops.
Orders.
And construct a mustering hall here. Where is our major expense coming from? Wages, army, up, of course, recruitment, construction. I get it. Enter.
Meeting our forces.
The Holy Roman Empire has begun its attack first. So now we do have an excuse to attack them. They may try to take Florence, but we have reinforcements pouring in from all sides. It would be very unwise of them to do so. And perfect, now we have the perfect excuse to lay siege to their cities in Italy. On the naval front, I dominate this Adriatic, I guess, Adriatic or the Aegean. I'm not sure which sea is this. I mean, it's the Mediterranean region, of course. I'm dominating it. The Papal States and the other factions have nothing to throw against me in the ocean. The Mongol army. Pioneer of paint. A Flemish painter, Jean-Marc Eyck, is now championing an outlandish concept to produce paint created from seed oils rather than using tempera egg yolk. He claims that these oil paints dry much more slowly, allowing the artists to take all the time needed to perfect each stroke and feature of their paintings. Some of the art establishments have declared that they are unconvinced as to the merits of oil paint, most likely because their specialized skill with tempera are about to become obsolete. We have to take which city? Milan. Oh, perfect. That's
How may
exactly
I
where
serve,
we're headed.
Sultan?
Right now.
Yala. Sultan. Naam.
And
Naam. Sultan.
infantry.
Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan? Naam. How may I serve, Sultan? Joining the ranks. How may I serve, Sultan?
Let's send in one more
As
unit
you will.
here.
Forming up together, Sultan. Orders.
Let me see how much we can reorganize our
Sultan.
troops.
How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan.
Reorganization
How may
needed.
I serve, Sultan? Orders. Sultan. Orders. Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan?
With this
Sultan.
one army we can attack Genoa.
Inshallah, we will
Okay,
smite this foe, Sultan.
We have taken the city,
Sultan,
exterminate the
a most honorable
population.
victory. Mighty Sultan, you are this land's master now. Sultan.
Let's bring them here
Yala.
to the bridge. From Venice,
Orders. Sultan.
they can send these infantry.
How may I
Oh,
serve,
no,
Sultan?
we will need the infantry to attack Ballad. Okay, perfect.
Sultan.
Archers coming to
Naam.
Venice.
We march. The sun sets on today's.
Nuh-uh.
We do not trust you, so
Ceasefire,
this had
except
best
we
be
will
good.
attack.
9 only. This was
Excellent,
Naam.
excellent, excellent.
How may I
Exactly
serve,
what I
Sultan?
wanted.
Sultan. Yala. Naam. We march. Work orders.
Let's do a small raiding
We shall
attack here.
end this day in triumph. Show no fear to the infidel.
Near Vienna. We just retreat and then the second army is going to lay siege to the city. Excellent, right?
Unit, wait for orders.
Where are the cavalry troops that can charge at them? All of them are concealed, so perfect.
The enemy show their cowardice. They bring in reinforcements.
Let's go and harass the enemy with our missile cavalry. The enemy is moving through the woods. These are archers. Okay, so this area is not really perfect for cavalry attacks, but we're just trying to raid them, right? Wait, peasants? We still have peasants in their forces? reinforcements. Let's take out the reinforcements. Let's go. Charge at the reinforcements, whereas our missile cavalry, we keep this main army under check for now. I guess that's it. If we eliminate this other army, the city of Vienna won't be very well garrisoned. Excellent, they're routing. Breaking through. Let's retreat a bit and charge again with a renewed momentum.
Victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
Let's kill as many of these routing troops as we can. Oh, they're going to escape. Damn. Let's bring them here to the higher ground. Okay, they managed to escape.
Only half the enemy force
okay.
remains.
That's okay.
We must pray fortune smiles on our foes for the moment. Our enemy flees before us like a herd of goats.
Excellent.
Drive them from the... Rejoice! The infidel general lies dead, and now his men fear us.
Now we form a line of cavalry troops here. Let's go. Engage them like usual. Firing our arrows at the enemy. This unit, we can take this one out, break through the lines, and attack the enemy's general bodyguard. They have two though. I guess no, they're free ones. Charge! In fact, all of you charge. Let's see where the table of fates will turn. Pure carnage, pure carnage. Look at how these battles were fought, medieval battles. They are retreating, they are giving way.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
They're retreating. This is excellent. Forcing them to retreat. They have these catapults back there. Let's go and take them out.
Rejoice! The infidel general lies dead, and now his men fear us. For the moment, the fickle smile of fortune shines upon us.
Excellent.
Pray this is a portent of a victory.
We've taken care of most of their troops. And now they're on the run. Why are you walking when you can run? Gallop onto victory.
Allah have mercy. We have lost half of our men.
And that's not a problem, the amount of losses that we sustained. This is not even the actual invasion force. This is an expeditionary force. Let me see if I can take out these troops here. Pause for a second. Excellent. What about these troops here? I think I'm bringing the rest of my forces here. Let's go and attack here.
Our foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Let me just pause for a second here. And what else do we have? This. And there's another two retreating units here. Now all that remains to be done is to butcher every last one of them. Make sure that they don't recover from this attack anytime soon. I mean, if I were to be attacked with a Egyptian force like this, my best bet would have been to have a
All praise
decent
to
amount
Allah.
of archers.
This is a most crushing victory. Your name will live in marble, and our foes in sand.
Excellent victory. So, with a combination of archers and a strong infantry base, you can destroy them.
All praises due to Allah for granting this victory.
Now Vienna is under siege.
The infidel.
Zaida, mighty Sultan. Na'am Sultan. I
They were
shall
the ones
inform
to
them of your
attack
will.
us first.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Little did they know that
Inshallah,
we would be
our
able to
wind shall be
retaliate
fair.
with such ferocity. Training more war galleys here.
Na'am, great Sultan. Yes,
Taking out the
Sultan.
Sicilian
Closing to
navy here.
engage. The sea is yours, great Sultan. Attacking the infidel fleet. Victory, Sultan. Until death.
Crushing the
Orders,
enemies of
mighty
the
Sultan.
Sultanate
Course set.
one at a time.
Yes, Sultan. Closing to engage. Victory, Sultan. Until
Excellent.
death. The sea is yours,
And they've
great
got some-
Sultan.
There's some forces mustered up in Sardinia. Not that
How may I serve,
matters.
Sultan? Inshallah, we
because
will
we
smite
won't be attacking
this foe,
Sardinia. We don't
Sultan.
have to. I mean, unless we
Sultan.
have to.
Sultan. Na'am. Sultan. Na'am.
Reorganizing the troops. In Genoa, Milan will be under siege the next turn.
Orders. Sultan.
Can we send one of our forces?
Orders.
Yes, we can send some of our
Sultan. Orders.
cavalry archers or
Na'am.
these
We
regular
shall end
cavalry
this day in
to lay siege to
triumph.
Milan. I don't want them to hire
Yes,
more
Sultan.
troops in the meantime.
What is the infidel's name? There
Let's
is
go
a
and
target
see if we can
you
kill
had
them.
in mind, yes?
No, we can't.
A gift from the Sultan.
Let's reorganize our forces.
Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan?
Cavalry-based field army.
Holding up together, Sultan. Orders.
This infantry can be stationed a
As you
bit
will,
behind
Sultan.
the line.
How may I serve, Sultan? Orders. Inshallah, we will.
Your plan.
Sultan.
We can
We
just
march.
lay siege to Bologna now. From Genoa,
How
we
may
can
I serve,
send
Sultan?
cavalry archers
Na'am. As you
to
will.
join this force.
Joining the ranks.
If the land some forces here, we can obviously reinforce through Milan. It's working pretty much
How may I serve, Sultan?
as it
Working,
should.
Sultan. Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan.
Excellent.
How may I
Cavalry
serve?
pouring in.
Na'am. As you will. Continuing tomorrow, mighty Sultan. We march.
Excellent. Let me just hire some ships here. Dough and
Na'am,
Corinth will
great
have a
Sultan.
fleet of its own soon enough. Excellent, and I think we can disband most of
How
these
may I
troops
serve, Sultan?
when we need them.
Sultan. Orders.
The Mongols are moving inland.
That is cowardly. Fight me!
Fairly experienced troops, but not very well armored. I think
Sultan.
a
As you will.
cavalry-based force would be able to do
Na'am.
unspeakable
Orders.
damage
Na'am.
to this force.
Sultan. Na'am. How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan. Orders. Na'am. Yala.
Need 2 more troops here. We got 2 more troops.
Sultan.
They briefly laid siege
Sultan.
to the city.
How may I
but
serve,
didn't really
Sultan?
do anything about it.
Sultan.
Thereafter,
Na'am. Orders. Na'am.
excellent. And to recruit, I think we should recruit cavalry first. And then retrain these troops.
How may I serve, Sultan? Orders. How we move, Sultan?
Excellent. More cavalry troops.
Orders.
And with this cavalry
march.
contingent, we take out this Mongol field army here.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Let's
Yes, Sultan.
destroy
Closing
these
to engage.
Mongol fleets here.
The infidel surrenders the sea. Attacking the infidel fleet. The sea is... Na'am, great Sultan.
Egyptian docks.
Na'am. Seeking an audience, mighty Sultan.
Sarkel is a rebel city. We can bribe them into joining us. Probably may accept.
Na'am. The infidels
Enter.
are...
Our forces are moving forward against the Imperial garrison in
Splitting our
Naples.
forces. As you will. Splitting the army.
If the French dare attack us, they are in for a huge surprise. As to our strength, they're retreating from Vienna, trying to attack us probably in Italy. Our position in Italy has never been stronger. I think we have probably around over 5,000 troops in Italy right now. And that doesn't really seem impressive in real life, but from perspective of this game, that's very good. Okay, the guys in Milan have attacked.
Give
Sure.
the infidel nothing,
Face
he
them
say,
in the field.
except death.
Just rendezvous with the other force and then attack.
Units, away for order.
What do we have in store for us? These are Papal Guards. No, sorry, these are Pavisa crossbowmen and Swiss Guards, right? And Papal Guards as well.
Move out.
The battle
Reinforcement.
appears to be running in our favor. From good tidings such as these, does victory spring forth.
Just bring the reinforcements here. Let me just regroup my troops. I need to form a line and attack them. From a position of strength. If I charge at them just right now, maybe I win, maybe I lose, but maybe is not good enough, right? I need to know for sure that I can win. Excellent. So I have given my troops the command to form a line. Are they retreating inside the city? No. go and shower them with arrows. We're going to attack our siege equipment.
Our men are under attack. We need to act.
We will go and relieve them though.
Rejoice! The infidel victory is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart.
I'll just send all my ballisters to retreat. Let's go and harass this one here, whereas we send our cavalry contingent to finish off this heavy crossbowman unit before they can make it inside the city walls. What? Killed.
Only half the enemy force remains. Let's pray they lose their will to fight.
Excellent. And now we bring our infantry, charge at them.
Victory is well within our
And from
grasp.
the rear, we charge with
Time
our
our foe will
cavalry,
surely see
and
this
the
and
battle
lose
is
heart.
over.
Our enemy flees before us like a herd of goats. Great
Execute
victories
them
are
all.
like sweet nectar. Come, let
I don't believe that this is the force that defeated us the last time we tried to take Milan.
Sultan, a most honorable victory.
Exterminate
Allah, the
population
most
here.
merciful, has delivered us.
Milan
Victory.
is the most recent addition to our borders in Italy. The next turn we are laying siege to Vienna. Perhaps. If needed. I mean, I don't think we should lay siege to Vienna just like that. I think we are the ones to take Milan. But
Sultan.
I don't know, maybe
Milan.
Annex is probably a different protocol. Okay, what can we disrupt here? Yes, that works. In fact, no, it doesn't. Let's keep a surplus.
Na'am. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders. Inshallah. We will. How
Plain
may I
siege
serve,
here.
Sultan? We shall
And
end this
attacking
day.
this Papal
Rayo.
States force
Inshallah.
in the field
Most of us will.
with a mobile cavalry division.
Units, await my order.
This is a plain area, perfect for cavalry maneuvers. Let's go and harass them first. Their situation is completely hopeless right now. I mean, imagine having to face this as an army. This is what you call a truly titanic force, in comparison, of course. Not very well armored, except for fuel, and we don't have advanced weapons either, but they're enough to do the damage we're about to do. Concentrate your missile attacks on these previous crossbowmen. Their defenses are withering. Previous crossbowmen retreating, so let's attack the spearmen here. And just imagine having to take this. Perfect. These people
enemy
guard
are
and
badly
Paris-
bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Let me chase after them now. No retreat. They're trying to retreat, but I won't let them.
Victory is is well within our grasp. In time, our foe will surely see this and lose heart. Our foolish general was bolder than a rooster
Okay, no
and
problem.
allowed himself to be slain in battle.
That's not a problem at all. We have
Our
achieved.
brave men. Our enemy flees before us like a
We
herd
have
of
achieved our
goats.
goals.
Drive them from the battle.
We have achieved our goals. That was to annihilate this army. we've done
Great
that.
victories are like sweet nectar. Come, let us.
Rejecting ransom again and again, which can only mean one thing.
All praises
They
due to
don't
Allah
have the
for
money for
granting
it.
this victory. Sultan. Naam. We march.
Okay.
How may I serve, Sultan? Naam. Sultan.
So can we retrain some units? We can, but not right now.
How may I serve, as you will? Sultan.
Okay.
Naam.
Let go of this unit.
Sultan.
This unit.
Naam.
I don't have any need for this one there.
Orders.
What else?
Sultan.
Now we begin our attack on
The
Naples.
infidels' army will not survive. Yes, Sultan. Besieging this place. Orders. We shall end this day in triumph. Besieging the enemy.
Maintain
Inshallah,
siege.
they
With
will
two
relent
armies,
in
we
this
have now
siege.
begin our attack on Naples. We can send some cannon there.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Needed though.
Until death! The infidel surrenders the sea! Attacking the infidel fleet!
One by
The
one, I'm
sea
taking
is
out
yours,
the
great
naval
Sultan.
forces in the area.
You are lucky.
Naam, great Sultan. Until death! Victory, Sultan! Attacking the infidel fleet! The sea is yours, great Sultan!
Excellent.
Orders, mighty
The
Sultan.
Sicilians and the Papal States,
Until death!
obviously also the Holy
Victory,
Roman
Sultan.
Empire, probably they're
Attacking the
kicking
infidel
themselves
fleet!
right now
The
for having
infidel
offended me.
surrenders the sea!
How may I serve, Sultan? Naam.
Let's send this infantry contingent
march.
to join the siege force
Naam.
here, while we bring our
Yalla.
cavalry back en route to Italy.
Your will.
Can
Yes,
we
my
bribe them
master.
into joining us?
Before, what lies? I must inform you. Goodbye.
No, we can't. And where do we stand? 42 regions we control, and we need just 3 more to victory. And those 3 can be Naples, Rome, and Bologna, which we are headed towards with lightning speed. Last episode will be Rome, and right now just take Naples and Bologna first.
Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
We'll reinforce this frontier
How may I
as
serve,
much as we
Sultan?
can.
As you will. Forming up together, Sultan. We move, Sultan. Joining the ranks.
And
How may I
cavalry.
serve, Sultan? Yalla.
we there?
Forming up together, Sultan.
Our army, what does our
How
force
may I
have?
serve, Sultan? The infidels' army will not survive.
Just
My-
enter. We'll just leave Vienna under siege. We won't storm through. Let's see what capitulates
Separating the
first.
men, mighty. Separating the men, mighty Sultan.
Palermo is strongly under our control. We can and should try to make some copper troops there. It's okay. We can Oh, sorry, I wanted to retreat. Oh,
Calling
damn.
off our siege of the infidels.
I wanted to retreat, I
Continuing
accidentally
tomorrow,
pressed the
mighty
automatic
Sultan.
resolve.
The sun sets on today's
It's
journey.
okay, not a problem. We are perfectly fine at this position right now. The Papal States will be out of Italy, which they have resided for, I don't know, since time immemorable. That would be a major humiliation. And I guess that's what happens when you launch multiple crusades against a strong regional power. I wouldn't even call myself a superpower at this stage. I mean, I know that the Timurids and the Mongols have better armies, but they cannot sustain those armies. I, on the other hand, can. Okay, which city should I take? Vienna. I don't think I want to.
Na'am. We move, Sultan. Orders. Sultan.
Let me just
Orders. How may I serve, Sultan?
reorganize.
Orders. Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan? We march, Na'am. As you will.
Oh, great.
Inshallah, we will have our revenge. Orders.
Let's go and
We
take
shall
out
end
this
this
force.
day in triumph. We have chosen
They
the time
cannot
and
threaten
place.
us in
Now
Italy.
let us
No, Italy is firmly ours. They have two cities here, and I'm going to sweep over both of them.
Units, await my orders.
units.
They have placed their troops all the way up there. That's smart. They've used the terrain to their advantage. Like this. No problem. I'll just speed it up. Wait for my forces to close the gap. Speeding up the battle scenario to 6 times. I will have to make it a march rather than a gallop, because if I gallop all the way there, my horses and my troops will be tired. I don't want that. I want them fresh when they reach the enemy, at least as fresh as it can be. I know they're still going to be tired with this long march, but our cavalry-based armies are doing extreme devastation on these European forces, which are kind of based on infantry more than cavalry. Why can't we attack them? I think there is no route for that. Maybe they're retreating themselves. Are they retreating? I don't think so. No, not retreating. But there is no way for me to... Okay, end this. Can't really end the battle. Yes, exit battle.
Our cursed foe has stolen
The infidels' plan has worked. Na'am. Inshallah, we will smite
have
these foe. Orders.
Now, Bologna under siege from 3 sides. Let me see.
We march. Joining the ranks. Na'am.
Let's attack.
The infidels'
2
army
armies
will
attacking
not
at once.
survive.
Clear victory over Bologna. The city is ours.
Sultan, a most honorable victory. Mighty Sultan, you are
Exterminate
this
the
land's
population.
master now. How may I serve, Sultan?
And let's
Orders.
send these
How may I
infantry
serve,
inside
Allah?
Bologna.
How may I
Do
serve,
we have any
Sultan?
cavalry here? We do.
Orders.
So just
Sultan.
reorganize and rearrange.
How may
our
I serve,
troops.
Sultan? Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Sultan. Order. Remove, Sultan. Forming up together, Sultan. Sultan. Orders. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
Okay.
Naam. Orders. Sultan. Order. Demand. Joining the ranks.
Excellent.
Orders. Sultan. Naam.
This army can
Yala.
reinforce Milan
The
here,
sun sets on Sultan.
whereas we move with this
We march.
cavalry-based force
Continuing
down
tomorrow,
south.
mighty Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
Just micromanage a bit.
How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
And,
How may I Salah? Urging our armies.
Rome is right out there within our grasp, and we are going
Orders,
to take
mighty
it.
Sultan.
Until death!
Orders, mighty Sultan. Yes, Sultan. Closing to engage. The infidel surrenders the sea.
Of course, it's
Attacking the infidel fleet. Orders, mighty Sultan. Attacking the infidel fleet. The sea is yours, great Sultan.
Sultan.
Let me just bring this
Naam,
navy
great Sultan.
back.
Orders, mighty Sultan. We cannot plot that course. The course set. Orders, mighty Sultan.
And let's just send these
Sultan.
cannons
Naam.
to
As will.
Naples.
Would you wish to speak to me?
They do have a solid troop composition. I think
How may I
cannons
serve,
will make
Sultan?
a difference.
Orders, mighty Sultan.
Merging our
Combining
fleets. And bringing in this
Orders, mighty
force
Sultan. We
up
must
north.
anchor until morning.
Naam. Joining the ranks.
Perfect.
Orders.
Our cavalry
will.
army in the area is
Urging our armies.
ready.
Sultan. We move, Sultan. How may I serve, Sultan?
Whereas the Mongols seem to have abandoned the front,
Naam. Salah.
and so
How
have
may I serve, Sultan? Naam.
and so have the Holy Roman Empire perhaps here. Well, no, not. They have not abandoned.
Begone! You are
They
not
do
my
have-
Kaiser.
They do have a sizable force here. Let's
Sultan.
bring in more troops
Naam.
and
We move, Sultan. The
As
sun
many as
sets
we
on
can.
today's journey.
excellent.
Orders. As you will.
Bologna,
Continuing tomorrow, mighty Sultan.
just repair these and retrain these. Florence. Catapult would be fine.
Naam.
We can resist them, that's not a problem. Naples,
Orders.
let's see if we can take
We
Naples
shall end this day in triumph.
and automatically resolve, clear victory. Sizable losses, of course. And the Holy Roman Empire
All
suffers
praises to
another
Allah
serious
for
blow.
granting this victory.
Exterminate.
These lands are ours, Sultan.
Moving forward to Rome.
Yala. How may I
So
serve,
let's
Sultan?
reorganize a bit.
Sultan.
I don't think we even need to do that
Naam.
at this point in the game, considering
Sultan.
how much we can spend
Naam.
on these armies.
Orders. Naam. Sultan. Orders. Orders.
And
How may I serve, Sultan? Orders.
Perfect. Palermo. Let's raise some serious troops here. And in the last nail in the coffin of this papal state's domination over Europe would be Rome, which is shortly going to come under attack. I'm going to take Rome in the battle map rather than doing as I did right now, just to save time. But I think that will be for the next episode, and I guess we only have to take one more settlement and we will be victorious. Thank you so much for sticking around. Hit the like and subscribe button if you like the video. This is Gaming Dragon 360. Until next time, don't forget to watch the next episode. That's going to be the last one in this playlist. And if you have any criticism or anything, any feedback whatsoever, somehow I can improve the way I present these gameplays, both with the commentary and without the commentary. I am not really used to this commentary stuff, so it's quite understandable why I'm struggling with this. But any criticism, any comments are welcome. I don't mind them at all. Thank you so much for sticking around. This is Gaming Dragon 360. It's been a pleasure.